The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers now. To my left, backed by popular demand, it's the man, Pops. He's here once more. We are here to react to a YouTube clip that has been making waves throughout the last couple weeks or so. People have been bringing it up to me, so I decided to check it out. I haven't watched the full thing yet. But this clip that we're reacting to today is a sparring session. Yes, a sparring session between two notable names in the heavyweight division now. This is between a 26-year-old Deontay Wilder and a 19-year-old Filip Hrgovic. So obviously this is a Wilder that's a couple of years prior to winning the WBC title off the burn. I'm going to say this probably somewhere towards 2012, 2013. Hrgovic, obviously, at that point, I think he had only fought like Joe Joyce in the World Series of Boxing. But people wouldn't know, unless you're really up in your amateur boxing, you weren't going to know who Filip Hrgovic was. But this 1 minute sparring clip recently just surfaced, and I thought it'd be a good idea to make the video. So we're going to take a look and see what happened in that sparring session. All right, so here's a sparring session between Wilder and Filip Hrgovic. Hrgovic pawned with a jab, lands the right hand. Here we go. David Hay looks on. Look at that, Deontay Wilder missing. Hrgovic pawn again with the jab. That lands a grazing shot. Wilder lands a bit of a jab there. Right hand from Hrgovic. Right hand to the body, right up top. He's killing with the right hand. That right hand is money. He's looking like Vitaly Klitschko.
19-year-old.
Good right hand for Wilder. Again, he's landing right hands going forward, right hands going backwards. He's looking a lot like Vitaly Klitschko. Stepping in nicely with that jab. What do you think, Pops? What do you think about Hrgovic and his right hand?
I think Hrgovic seems like the more seasoned fighter, to tell you the truth.
And this is him at 19 years old.
Yeah,
This is him at 19 years old.
And I mean, for Wilder being a step ahead of him and supposed to be seasoned, he's actually looking more like the not seasoned fighter. And Hrgovic is just eating him up for dinner.
Look, Wilder's getting clipped with body shots and right hands. He's like, let's go, keep punching, let's go.
And I also noticed that Wilder here at the same time couldn't fight going back either.
Even back in those days.
Yeah, even back in those days. It was very interesting. But kudos to Hrgovic, a young prospect that come up and is actually took that chance with Wilder. I mean, think about it. Wilder just won the belt, right?
Oh no, he was a couple of years removed from winning the belt.
But he was fighting the same way back then, and guess what? He's fighting the same way. I'm talking about Wilder. As far as Hrgovic, kudos to him. He's gonna be tough to beat even now.
So what? I mean,
what else?
What do you make of like? Because Hrgovic still has a lot of these skills. I mean, we're watching it again. A second clip. You got him here, and one thing you notice with Hrgovic that I thought was great from him in this clip, you see at 19 years old, he's got. He understands range really well. He knows how to step in with that right hand and land that right hand.
And he knows how to throw the combinations while he's in there too. When he's in the trenches, he just doesn't throw out that jab, and he'll come up with that jab, long jab, and then come back with that right, and then he'll come up and throw his combinations inside. Whereas all you see Deontay doing is just launching forward with the same thing, the same way he always fights with that power, and trying to intimidate and slipping and sliding all over the place. Really doesn't look good at all compared to Hrgovic being the younger one. You would expect him to be the one making a lot more mistakes.
Yeah, you made an interesting point. You said earlier that even though Hrgovic is 19 years old here, and Wilder was the more seasoned fighter at the time, it actually looks like it's Hrgovic who's the one. Like if you didn't know anything, you didn't know anybody, you would have thought Hrgovic was the more seasoned one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to think about because Hrgovic's kind of climbing the rankings right now, and I don't think this will ever happen. But if it did, what do you think? What do you think, Hrgovic?
I'll definitely give a chance to Hrgovic. The simple fact that to me he's a better skilled boxer, and I think that he showed it to me here when he was 19, and he showed it to me before, and he's a hungry fighter, and you could tell he's got techniques in his footwork and the way he's going forward. But Wilder, you still see the same old thing. The same record being played over and over and over. That's hurting his boxing. You can't just don't know how to fight on your back foot. You're going forward and bleeding your weight over and trying to throw that power punch, and you couldn't even hurt this 19-year-old like that. No disrespect to Wilder. I'm just telling you what I see here in the sparring.
Yeah, well, one fighter that Hrgovic constantly draws comparisons to is the Klitschko's.
Okay.
I think the way he fights, he don't remind me a ton of Vladimir, but he reminds me a lot of Vitaly. He reminds me a lot of Vitaly because if you look at this clip, right, you see him landing the right hand when his feet are planted.
Right.
You see him land the right hand when he's going backwards,
right,
and you see him land the right hand when he's going forward, and you also see him land the right hand to the body and coming up top, doubling off of it. And those are some things that Vitaly was very good at. Vitaly was one of the few heavyweights I've seen in heavyweight boxing history that could fight going forwards, that could fight going backwards, and
can adapt to that. When you think about it, whether he's going backward, whether Hrgovic was going backwards or forward, he was throwing you that jab and then throwing combinations. He wasn't just throwing you that one lazy jab. You know what I mean? Whereas if you see Wilder's just coming forward with just that one power punch and try to use the same like he always used. But you could tell, to me, for the first time seeing it, being 19 years old, I would have thought that Wilder would run over him.
He should.
I mean, based on experience. I'm saying based on experience, and he wasn't doing that. The one to me that was actually taking the fight to him or taking the sparring to him, how we want to see it, to me was a younger, smarter, intelligent, better skilled fighter in Hrgovic.
He's not fighting him much differently in this little clip than Fury did in the second rematch.
Right.
I mean, he's going right to him. You remember
going forward.
What Stacey McKinney says, he's going to the power.
Yeah.
He's going to the power. So what it's allowing him to do is it's allowing him to get the shots off, and it's allowing him to pretty much keep Wilder at bay and not let Wilder get that full extension on a dangerous right hand. And because his right hand is so good, and he can land it going forwards, backwards, he can walk him into shots, going backwards and going forwards.
What happens is by Hrgovic going forward, like we were just saying, you actually take Wilder's right hand away, but you become by going forward and attacking the strong point of Wilder, you become a stronger fighter defensively. But if you know what I'm trying to tell you, while you're going forward and doing that, you're actually making Wilder adjust to that and holding him back from a strong point, which is his right hand. So it's an offensive and defensive point of skill of boxing that I see in Hrgovic. I don't know if you understand what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
That he was going forward and he was taking that right hand from
Wilder.
By him going forward, it was a defensive posture as also an offensive posture by Hrgovic at the same time.
So you're saying by him moving forward, it's also a form of defense because he's not letting Wilder to extend on the punches.
Right.
Okay.
And catch that other stuff too. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even think that Hrgovic at this age
was that good.
Yeah. Was that?
Yeah, he was.
No. I know I got you, but I'm saying like Wilder still stuck with the same thing, and I don't know. Wilder, he got to do some things.
I mean, look, we hate to beat a dead horse, but it kind of goes to show you how carefully matched he was.
But with him, speaking about Vitaly Klitschko, he does remind me a lot of him. He comes forward, Hrgovic comes forward, and he attacks. He finishes off his punches, his combinations. He's not just going to go through two lazy punches. He's going to throw the jab and finish it off with a good, strong combination. Yeah. I like that.
The thing that impresses me, you know what's funny? Because he's 19 years old now, and he's obviously matured a lot since then. Hrgovic.
Right.
I think in this clip we can actually see some things that Hrgovic can do in the ring that he hasn't had a chance to show in the ring yet because the opposition hasn't forced him to. Like, for example, right here, there's going to be a part in this clip where he's moving backwards and he walks Wilder into right hand. I think it's right over here, coming up right here. Watch. Wilder's going to come. No, not here. No. It's going to be not here. It won't be here. It's coming up soon. There's a part where he's going to walk him into a right hand. Not there either. Hold on. Here it comes. Body head. Right here, I think it is. Right here. Boom, boom. Right hand, boom. See that?
Yeah.
You see that? He'll throw a jab. He'll take these two little half steps back. And when he sees that when Wilder gets a bit of the posture, that right hand's coming straight down the pipe.
And what's crazy,
and he can do that going backwards.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that from Hrgovic is that he was being pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
And while he was going back, he made the adjustment real quick.
Yeah.
And actually, any opponent that would have fought him, he would have caught him off guard because no one respected that from him.
And that's not really something he's had to show in the pros. And listen, I suspect with Hrgovic training with Pedro Diaz, one of the best amateur coaches of all time.
All respects to him.
That punch that he walked Wilder right into, I believe that punch, he's probably perfected that in the gym. I guarantee you, they've worked on that at Mundo Boxing Gym.
And it's got better and better.
It's gotten better and better, but he hasn't had to show it because the Amir Mansour and Gregory Corbin's and guys like this, they haven't really forced him to.
Also, what I liked about Hrgovic in this clip also. Wilder was when Wilder had him against the ropes, and Wilder had his back on the ropes. Hrgovic, he was smart enough that he actually fought a couple of punches, but then he held and pushed back and turned himself around and got on offensive, which is a smart thing to do. If you got a bigger fighter that's supposed to intimidate you and he's throwing punches at you, the right thing to do is, okay, I'll fight a few times and I'll just grab hold you, turn you around, and I'll go forward. I'm talking about when he had him over here.
Yeah.
Down here. So there's a lot of things we can get from this, from Hrgovic's point of view, and I like that. I like it about that. He's very talented.
Right, and his money.
Yeah, and don't sleep on this guy in the heavyweight division because he's coming.
I mean, me and you have this bet going on. You keep saying that you think Dubois is gonna win a world title for Hrgovic. I disagree. I like Hrgovic more than Dubois. I genuinely think Hrgovic is gonna be a world champion. And I've been telling you for a minute, like,
you have. And
if anybody's gonna beat these Tyson Furies and of the world,
it's gonna be this guy.
It's gonna be a guy like Hrgovic,
Yeah.
a guy that can fight going backwards, can fight going forward, has a great right hand, has great kill instincts, great amateur pedigree. I think the world of the guy. I really do.
And I mean, you could see it. Like, you can see him. He right now, he's 19 years old. He's not even being intimidated. No. He's telling Wilder to come on.
Yeah.
Wilder's what, 6'4", 5 inches tall?
6'7". He's 6'7".
And he's telling him, come on. I'm 19 years old, but I'm ready for it. And you could see the skills already in him. You could see that. I mean, and that's good for Hrgovic. Good experience for him. I love that.
There you go. There you have it.
Yeah. So I agree with what you said with Vitali. He does look like a lot like when he comes forward and he attacks. He does, and I like the fact that he always leads with that jab and then he comes forward. And
I just love the way he walks with that right hand.
Right. Who would expect that? You know, if you're an opponent and you're taking your opponent to the ropes, and you're like, I'm gonna eat this guy alive, and he comes up with that tough right hand, boom,
going backwards, bang.
Going backwards. You know.
So there you have it. But you guys let us know what you think, man. 19-year-old Hrgovic versus 26-year-old Deontay Wilder. If you haven't seen Hrgovic, if you don't know much about him, what do you take away from this clip? If you do know about Hrgovic, does this clip give you any sort of insight as to the fighter he could be maturing into as he goes up the ranks? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the sparring session and a little breakdown of it. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding, Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.